Hi! Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Story Reckless. I'm Nathan. I'm your DM this evening, and I use he, him pronouns. I'm going to pass it over to our players for their quick little intros.
My name is Claire, my pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Quidam, half-elf grave cleric.
And my name is Olive. I use she and they pronouns, and I'm playing Imsh, cat.
Perfect.
Just a cat.
It's very
Normal
accurate.
form.
Yes.
Yep.
Kitty.
Okay, well, with that, let's do a quick little recap here. Also, I'm gonna attempt to fix my hair that's like doing something weird. Anyways, so quick recap here. Last time, Quidam and Imsh decided to go through with the job that Box of Screws gave them. The job was relatively simple. It was to take a book, a copy of a book, and swap it out with a duplicate inside of an individual named Glitterbeard inside of his personal library. Box of Screws told Quidam and Imsh that this individual, who is a kingpin of the Steeps neighborhood, is currently working with the Cult of the Dead 3. But she needed further evidence. This book essentially was a magical bug. It would allow her to listen in or see into his personal dealings within his home. Upon accepting this, you made a plan and decided to head to the estate in the dead of night at 1 a.m. during one of the guard shifts as they would change out. Through a series of very close calls and using some druidic magic, as well as use a little bit of clerical magic in there, you managed to scrape by, just barely bypassing the guards without them noticing you, and getting upstairs to find yourselves inside of this personal library where there was a strange dog sleeping next to the window. The dog itself had these strange wisps of shadow kind of coming off of it, like tendrils of smoke. The jaw a bit larger than normal, with these large teeth, sharp teeth coming out from under the thin lips. Very predatory looking, but asleep. And Quidam remembered some fairy tales that their dad, Ada, had told them of beasts known as shadow mastiffs that reside in the Shadowfell that seem to resemble the description of this creature. Deciding how to get past this, Quidam reached out and cast silence, sending the entire room into complete silence. Quidam, you crept into the room, carefully removed the book that you saw sitting there on the shelf, and placed the one in that Box of Screws asked you to put there. At this point, you looked over and you could see that Imsh was trotting into the room in his little black tuxedo cat form. And at this point, you've essentially completed the job. I mean, you need to get out of the house without getting noticed. But let's open it up right here, shall we? So, what would the two of you like to do now that you have placed the book on the shelf? You're currently standing in this library in a bubble of silence that Quidam has cast, and you both have Pass Without Trace cast on you from Imsh. What would you like to do?
Are there any plants in here, perhaps next to a window?
There are no plants.
Not a single plant.
You actually haven't seen any plants in the house at all, in any of the rooms you've been in.
There goes my biggest plan.
He's either very smart or just doesn't really have a green thumb. I am gonna go look at that desk.
Okay.
I am looking for papers regarding regarding the Dead 3, the Moneylenders crew, the guild, any connection between any of those three,
Okay.
information about the wagons
Okay.
specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You push past Imsh, going over into this study area. Stepping into this small room, there's just an archway between these two areas, and walking in, you can see there's a door off to your right, to your left on the map. And walking in, you see there's that desk there off in the corner. Behind you, there is a what looks to be a globe, kind of tucked into the corner, depicting continents. And then there's another decorative suit of armor there in the corner. Approaching the desk, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Can I do
for me.
a quick detect magic? I will drop locate object.
Yes. Okay.
Let
what's
me double
the
check
radius?
to see if silence
Yeah, it's
is concentration. I will not cast detect magic.
Okay.
I will investigate.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check on the desk.
That's mediocre. 12. Yes, 12.
Okay. Let me see here. Okay. You get up next to the desk, and you do, as you approach, you right where you're at, as you step towards the chair, you do hear a floorboard creak as you step outside of the silence. But luckily, the sound does not penetrate through the sphere of silence, so you're fine. You go
Someone
up,
directly below me could have heard that.
potentially, yes. You go up to the desk and start sorting through it. First thing you notice, there is what appears to be like a chalice resting on the desk, an empty chalice. There's like a little handkerchief folded up next to it. It looks a little bit in disarray, like it's been used. And then there's a big ledger that's currently open. And as you look at it, it just looks to be, thumbing through it quickly, it honestly just looks like the personal expenses of this individual. There's nothing really standing out to you as either connecting to the cruise or the guild.
Not an unexplained influx of cash in the last month.
12. Yeah, I guess you'd be able to notice that. No, you don't see any influx in cash looking through it.
Okay, so he's not being obvious at least.
Going through the books within here and in the drawers. Actually, you do go to open one of the drawers. It is locked, and you can see there's a small little keyhole on it. The other drawers, opening it up, you just see like lots of parchment, writing materials, extra ink. This is very much just like a work desk. You do find tucked up in the little shelf area above, there appear to be like dated books, and pulling those out, those are also ledgers. And these, they don't go back terribly far, but these specifically are for the money lender's crew. So this is not something that he appears to be hiding. And going through these, it's, again, very, from what Quidam can tell, very above board. Like, nothing's really jumping out at you.
Are there any names of any other crew members written in it?
Who are part of the moneylender's crew?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me a moment, while I look that up. Okay. And Imsh, what about you? Are you chilling in that room, or are you going to, are you gonna head anywhere.
I think I would also like to, I guess, like weave between Kidam's legs.
Okay.
Hop up on that desk.
Okay.
Um, I think rolling investigation again doesn't sound interesting to me.
Okay.
I think it's time that I'm gonna drop wild shape,
Okay.
kind of like stepping down off the desk.
Okay.
So like Animorph style, like
Okay. Okay.
like land
Mhm.
softly,
Mhm.
and say, not seeing much guild paraphernalia here. We sure this guy's a kingpin?
I mean, no, that's part of what I'm looking for right now. If he is, I hope he'd hide it well.
So Kadam, the two, I mean, there's dozens of names in there. There's two that stand out to you as potentially like higher up within the organization of the moneylenders. The names are Oma and Rafik.
Okay. Any identifying information or just names?
Yeah, not really. Like these
Fair.
are ledgers.
Yeah.
I guess the way you're able to tell that maybe these ones are of higher interest, their names show up more frequently. Like maybe they are high-ranking loan sharks. I don't know. Like they seem to have the clients with the kind of the biggest loans. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
In the desk,
Useful.
just the chalice, the little handkerchief, the books, and that locked drawer. And then other than that, in the room itself, there's the suit of armor and the globe.
Yeah. Do I bother with a locked drawer? How risky do I want to be?
I could probably get that open. Make a bit of noise though, as long as that globe of silence is up.
Yeah.
Our
still
friend
up.
over there won't hear it. Oh, could we take it inside of the globe? And then I could just
Shove the whole desk over?
Is it so half of the desk is within the globe?
Mm-hmm.
Is it in that half or is it in the other half?
Let's find out. I didn't. It's in the half that's out of the silence.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just rolled and.
Is the desk movable? Like, could we just like do some furniture reorganization real quick?
You could. Whether you can do it quietly or not is another
We got
question.
plus 10. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, this
Says
is
the person who's not rolling with plus 0 disadvantage.
This isn't
You'll
necessarily I don't think this is a stealth check. This is like sleight of hand, or like maybe not sleight of hand. Like I can almost see this being an athletics check. Like how well can you control, lifting and carefully moving? Like athletics makes more sense to me than stealth. I'll give you this. I'll give you advantage because half of it is in the silence. So.
Well, if we're gonna make a skill check, that sounds like a good deal to me.
Okay. Okay, so God, how are we going to do this? I guess one of you make it with advantage.
Okay, I got plus 4. So.
I will guidance you.
Okay.
Oh.
So you get
sweet.
a D4 as well.
Okay, D20 plus 1 D4 plus 4. Let's go. 23, baby.
Yeah, so with you, with the help of Quidam and the silence, you're able to just lift it up, kind of tiptoe over into the bubble where everything becomes silent and set it down, and it doesn't make a sound. You're completely quiet in there. Here's a question. Are you casting knock?
That's the plan.
Does that require verbal components?
Yes. But I
Okay.
don't think silence prevents.
Yes, it prevents
Yeah.
verbal. That's like one of its
I mean, you
main
can't cast
utilities. Yeah.
inside of it.
But
Cool.
you could, because
Can I cast it targeting it
Well,
from outside?
that's what I was gonna say is that
Oh,
because you just have to touch. Do you have to touch the object? Is that right? Or is it a ranged spell?
Within 60 feet.
Oh, then yeah, you could
Oh.
step outside the silence, cast the spell, and the audible knock sound. I just read up on this spell because I knew this might be a possibility. The audible knock sound comes from the object, so as long as that's within the silence, it will not make that sound.
Cool.
So you step outside and you want to cast knock.
Heck yeah.
Okay. You focus and cast knock on the drawer, and you just see the door kind of pop open. You pull it open. Okay. Pulling it open, looking inside. It looks to be that in the same styling as that personal ledger that's on the desk, just all the different years. It's just the personal finances for this individual all lined up in this locked drawer.
Is there a secret door within the locked door?
Is there what?
A secret door within the locked?
yes.
Make a perception or investigation
I
check.
think that was an in-character jinx. Like both of us, after pulling this ledger
So-
out, like reach our hands in and hands
Okay.
brushed.
So yeah, you can both do it, or one of you with advantage if you want to try to help the other.
I'll give advantage.
Okay.
All right. All right. 16.
Are you doing investigation or perception?
I was doing investigation.
Okay.
which is worse
Perception
than
would be higher.
It would, but that's all right.
Okay. Carefully like pulling these books out and setting them off to the side and going through the drawer and searching it. You don't find any false bottoms. You don't find anything that would indicate a hidden compartment. As you kind of stand up feeling a bit disappointed, two things catch your attention. As you take a moment to think on this, you look over and you see a little bit of the curtain has kind of peeled off to the side, letting in a little bit of moonlight, and a little glint catches your eye on top of the globe. And looking closely at it, you see what looks like maybe a little tiny like switch just poking out the top of the globe. It appears like the metallic part of the switch has been probably rubbed through use, and it's now has that little glint to it. You also maybe less. It's up to you how far you want to look into this, but you do see that the chalice, the inside of it has like a crusted dark liquid on the inside of it, like right at the bottom. But yeah.
Love crusty dark liquids.
Can I smell the chalice real quick?
Sure.
Would I know this? I mean, I would know the scent of blood.
Yeah,
Both.
you pick it up and
Yeah.
give a quick smell, and ooh, that's very strong iron smell of blood.
All right. I have 3 ideas about that. How much more time do I have in silence? It lasts 10 minutes.
I would say probably have about... You have about 4 minutes left.
All right. I will stick my head out of the silence. We got maybe 4 minutes of this silence left.
Let's get this desk back.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Okay. Okay. I won't make you roll again since you did it once. Actually, no. I will make you roll again because this is a potential for shit to go wrong. Go ahead and roll again with advantage to shift the desk back over.
15 this time.
Yeah, no problem.
Advantage saves me from a natural 1.
Oh, did you roll a natural? Oh, okay. Oh my god. Yeah, you and Quidam get it over into the corner and set it down. It does kind of onto the floorboard. You don't hear anything stir inside the house. Whether the desk is in exactly the right position or not, but it looks close. All right, you have about 3 minutes now.
Put all the ledgers back in the order that I took them out.
Okay.
And shut the door. And it's unlocked now. We don't have the key to lock it again.
That's right.
Say la vie. Let's check out this globe.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do with the globe?
Did we just do it?
Make a Constitution saving throw as gas just
Excellent.
in silence bursts out from the top of the globe.
Me too.
No, just Quidam. It's a very localized.
Con save 13.
Okay.
I was like, do I cast Find Traps? Do I cast Find Traps? Nah, it's probably fine.
13. Okay, that's a failure. So you're gonna take all this damage.
All right.
20 points of poison damage.
Yes.
And you feel your body seize and you fall to the ground and you are paralyzed. You are also
Alright.
you are also poisoned.
Alright.
As you hit the ground in silence, make a concentration check for me.
Oh, yeah.
You need a 10 or higher.
Yep. That's an 18. That's all right.
Okay. So luckily, as you are plummeting to the ground, no sound as you hit the wooden floor. And Imsh, you just see Quidam lying there, tense,
Oh god.
as the gas just dissipates.
Can I think I go to like try to catch Quidam, and I probably like wasn't quite fast enough.
Not quite fast enough.
But
Well, make a dex save for me. Let's see. Maybe you managed to grab Quidam right at the last minute.
dex save, those are at -1 for me. So let's go 7.
No. Quidam just right into the
Hey, stay with me here. Stay with me. I think pick up Quidam gingerly.
Okay.
Step us aboard.
Can't say nothing. I don't have anything that can fix this. Okay. Let's just stay here. Let's breathe. I will cast Find Traps.
Okay. You cast Find Traps. It's within 30 feet.
120 feet.
120 feet. Is
But
it
within line of sight.
line of sight? Okay.
Let's just see if
You don't. You get the sense of a trap that is that like whatever it is that alerts you to a trap, it is slowly dissipating and eventually goes away.
Okay. What about alarm spells or glyphs of warding?
None of that.
Okay. Well, cool. Can I investigate the globe to see if there was like another thing that we were supposed
Yeah.
to do? First?
Perception or investigation.
I will take perception as I just kind of like looked at it, Quidam, being like, okay, it's gonna be okay. Just gonna take a look at this.
Two minutes left of silence.
Okay. plus 6 is 14.
You don't. Well, here's the thing. So you've triggered the trap, and you do feel it go away. So this is what I'll say. The 2 minutes go by, and the silence drops. You suddenly. It's not like you hear a rushing of sound come back in, but you just suddenly hear all of those little ambient creaks and groans of the house, and you shifting and breathing, and you suddenly hear the breathing of the dog in the next room, not very far away. But by the time that silence drops, scouring this globe, you see that there is an identical switch at the bottom.
I flip the globe over and wait, is it like a spin in that kind of direction?
You could. But you flip it and you click. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, then I flip the one on the bottom.
Okay. Nothing happens. You notice that when you push the switch, it's like a depression where it clicks and then pops back into place.
Okay, both at once.
Okay. You feel something. Well, it's interesting. You see, there's like a seam kind of around the globe that's very, very thin. Which way do you have the globe oriented?
What ways can you like originally, or
like, so you flipped it over, right, to click the bottom one? Did you flip it back to click the top one?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. You push them both, and the whole thing in the center kind of hinges. I don't know if this actually works mechanically, by the way, those of you that are mechanical engineers out there. But you see that it suddenly hinges open, and it reveals a hidden compartment within. And you realize that had you had opened it while it was upside down, the contents within probably would have spilled out. They are very neatly tucked inside this little compartment in such a way that they don't really jostle around as the globe moves. And as it opens up, you see... let me find the stuff you find. You see what looks to be another ledger that's tucked in there. You can see a folder that seems to contain a whole bunch of just like parchment that's like tucked in and it's wrapped in twine. There also looks to be some other pieces of parchment tucked in. It looks to be a lot of documents that are in this little compartment, and they're all neatly placed in such a way that they don't jostle about, and like very neatly placed in this little like probably like a velvet lined kind of indentation that fits everything perfectly.
I guess let's go through how's Quidam looking actually?
You look down, Quidam, you are still paralyzed and just kind of feeling like pain in your lungs and throughout your muscles.
I just want any kind of indication that this guy's actually a guild thing and we're not just shooting the crews afoot. Let's just very quietly flip them open.
Okay.
See what's inside.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, but you can add your pass without trace because we've established that it kind of like dampens all of the sound and everything around you.
Okay, so that's plus 10 and then -1.
Okay, there you go.
No advantage or nothing, huh?
Nope, just a straight roll.
18.
Okay. Carefully, do you just set the stuff on the ground to like start opening up and looking
like
through?
Bedside table or something?
I mean, there's the desk.
Yeah, sure. Let's use the desk.
Carefully
For
go
its
over to the
intended
desk.
purpose.
Yeah. Carefully go over to the desk while Quidam lays on the floor. Set everything down and start carefully opening up these documents and looking through. There's a lot of information here. It'll probably take a little bit of time. But as you're going through and you hear the creaks and the moans of the house and you kind of hear the desk shift a little as you're setting things down and your feet shifting on the wood and kind of creaking a little. You just hear that breathing of the dog,
Mm-hmm.
and it just continues. Looking at these documents, the ledger, and it does look to be like probably same kind of construction of the other ledgers that this individual has. But as you open it, immediately you start to see neighborhoods listed with aliases associated with those neighborhoods. So you see, Goblin Benny. Let me find my names here. Sorry, this is like the one piece of notes that I didn't have open. Why?
I love this sort of stuff.
There we go.
I need to play a rogue at some point here.
Okay, so opening it up, you see names associated with neighborhoods. You see Goblin Benny associated with Brampton, Bloomridge. You see the Gilded Lily for Norchapel. You see Clairvoyance for the whatchamacallit, Basilisk. Stony Eyes.
Stony Eyes, yes.
Yeah. And so
That's
on and
cute.
so on and so forth. Jimmy Two Times for Kingpin of Blackgate. And of course, you see Box of Screws for Eastway. And this seems to be a master ledger of some sort for the past year. So it's just this past year. And it goes up to the current date, and then you see there are blank pages going through, and it's all laid out, kind of like a spreadsheet almost. There's columns and things and tracking. However, looking through it, it's all very like high level. And as you take that folder and kind of undo the twine and open that, you now see what appear to be like monthly from the past month documents in all different handwritings from different neighborhoods. And as you are flipping through these, you can see, Bloomridge, the Wide, all these neighborhoods, Blackgate, Stony Eyes, Norchapel, Eastway. And there's all the expenses for the past month, everything that's been made. And underneath that, there was a couple of like loose pieces of parchment, and as you pull one out, you see it appears to be a letter with a wax seal that's been broken.
Love letters.
And as you peel that open and look, and you do see the kind of little symbol that's been pressed into the wax seal. What it looks to be is it's like a crown, but there's a it's like stacked crowns almost, like they're kind of like interlocked within each other.
Are there three of them?
And there are three of them.
Interesting.
As you peel it open and look, you see handwriting that details
nefarious deeds.
Nefarious deeds. It appears to be addressed directly to Glitterbeard. This is written to Glitterbeard, and I did not write it all out, so I'm going to give you kind of like the bullet points.
This is addressed to Glitterbeard, not Rakath?
Glitterbeard.
Okay.
And reading through it, it's talking about making sure that all the other kingpins continue their crackdown on the crews. Follow through with these strategies, and it talks about raising rent, boycotting the crew-run businesses, harassing customers of crew-run businesses, and it kind of ends with saying that the other she's informed the other senior kingpins to make sure that they continue this mandate in their districts as well.
Gee.
I don't know why it's well. I guess Quidam would know.
Seems like a gendered handwriting to me.
Does Quidam? I mean, Quidam knows of Nine Fingers Keen. Does Quidam know who Nine Fingers Keen is?
We've gotten female pronouns, but that's it.
Okay, then yeah, it appears to be from. It is signed off with Nine Fingers Keen. So.
Who Imsh does not know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay, but this ain't nothing connecting to the Dead 3.
Oh.
Nothing in there.
That's what you find in there.
All right, let's pack it up. I'm going to carefully try to re-put it back the way it was.
Okay, one more sleight of hand check for me. With that, plus 10.
Plus 9, please.
Sorry, plus 9.
Ooh, that's an 11.
Okay.
I think between that and the desk.
Carefully putting away these things into the globe. Snap it shut. Quidam, you start to feel your muscles relaxing. It's been about 10 minutes or so as you've been looking through all of this Imsh. Because it was a lot. I mean, I guess you could have done it very quickly, but we'll just say it's been 10 minutes here. Looking as you carefully set everything and close it shut, you hear the breathing on the other room.
Can't actually hear you, Nathan.
You can't hear me. Damn it.
No.
Ah, my stupid mic suppressing my sound. Well, you hear the breathing. Steady. And Quidam, as your muscles loosen and you start to feel gaining control of your hand, the breathing suddenly stops. And you hear kind of a loud... Did you hear that? A loud sniff come through. What do you do, Imsh or Quidam? Quidam, you are just now getting control of your body as you're lying there on the floor.
Can I look over at the dog?
You look, kind of feeling that ache in your neck, and looking over at the dog, you just see the glint of these two black eyes staring at you as its head is raised.
I grab for Imsh and push him toward the door.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Imsh, you are pushed towards the door, and as you are pushed towards the door, the dog stands up.
I am gonna hold command.
Okay.
Until Imsh is out in the hallway and I'm like right at the door.
Okay. Hold command. How does command work?
I speak one word command to a creature I can see within range.
Okay.
Range is 60 feet.
Okay.
Needs to make a whiz save or follow the command on its next turn.
Okay. It doesn't say anything about language. Just making sure.
Oh, hold on. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it.
Okay.
I don't speak Shadowfellian.
I got speak with animals, but I don't got command.
Well, I mean, so Quidam doesn't necessarily know this. I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page with the spell. We'll see what happens.
Yep, we will. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so as you pull and push Imsh to the door, Imsh, you're at the door.
Yeah.
Quidam, you're standing there. You're on the ground still, getting ready to cast this spell. Imsh, what do you do? And then we're gonna see what happens.
I'm just gonna let Kidam's command go through. Maybe like get ready to pull Kidam out if it looks like it's gonna go bad.
Okay. Do you open the door or?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you open the door. It creaks open, and the dog. Getting rid of that silence. The dog standing, looking at all of you. The ears go back. And you see it lurch and start trotting towards you as... What do you say, Quidam?
Forget and go.
Forget. Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. You say forget to it, and unfortunately, it runs straight towards you. Roll for initiative, both of you.
Oh boy. Okay, this is fine. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. 16.
16. Okay.
Gotta, even with +9, I couldn't stay quiet.
Quidam.
12.
12. Okay. All right, Imsh, you do get to react. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to do this. Release the spell. Started running. We rolled for initiative. So I guess that would have been a held action. Okay, yeah. So Imsh, go ahead. You get to react.
Okay, I'm going to knock over my carefully, put back globe, bump the desk, and say, I'll be a cat. They'll think a cat got in and it knocked these things over. Run, get out yourself.
Okay. So do you push past Quidam to the globe and throw it onto the ground?
Yeah, and I think
Okay.
I'm gonna make a mess to make it look like a cat got in
Okay,
here and
yeah,
just like mess things up.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to roll for that. Like, so you're gonna use your action to just go around the room and start throwing things onto the ground.
And
Oh,
then
okay.
I guess try to end up standing between Quidam and this friend.
Okay. So let's see. You could go. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. If you want to put yourself in front of Quidam, go for it. So
Cool.
so Imsh shouts. Well, I don't know if you shout it, but you say this to Quidam as you run past the desk, throw a bunch of stuff on the ground, grab the globe, it falls on the ground, and then you push past Quidam and stand there facing off this dog that is getting ready to run at you. Quidam, it is your turn.
Get out of here.
Okay. 30 feet, alright. I am gonna cast blindness on the dog and then go.
Nice.
Okay, what kind of
Beautiful.
save does it make?
Con, I believe.
Con, okay.
Yeah.
It got a 7.
That is lower than it needed to get.
So-
So it is blinded
Oh, wow. Okay.
for the next minute, and it can make a con save again at the end of each of its turns.
Okay. Amazing. All right, is that it? Well, then, yeah, Quidam, where do you go? You can move your token freely where you want to go.
All right.
Okay, so you start booking it out of the room towards the stairs.
I would like to be quiet about it.
Okay, so you'll be
If I can.
moving at half speed. And go ahead and make a
wouldn't I?
and go ahead and make a stealth check.
I don't know if it's worth it. my average stealth's in the single digits. Am
I
I
mean-
still within 30 feet of him?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so I was
Also,
looking at that.
there was quite a big noise that just happened with Imsh throwing everything around.
Yeah, but that weren't on the stairs.
That's true.
I don't know if you have to stay within 30 feet of me. Is that how Pass Without
Yeah.
Trace works?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not good. That was a key part of this plan. That you could get out without being seen.
Oh, that's my last second level spell slot gone. I think I'm just there. I think that's it.
Okay, so you just go booking it out of the room. All right, it is now the Shadow Mastiff's turn. On its turn, as the spell hits it, you see it kind of it starts kind of moving around erratically, and then it lets out this loud howl. I need both of you to make whiz saves as this strange otherworldly howl comes out of it.
23.
You're fine. And you're
Also
fine.
23.
You're fine. And yeah, it kind of looks around. Well, it's erratically stumbling, but you see its nose working like crazy. And it comes running right up to you, Imsh. So it comes up to you, and it will try to bite you at disadvantage. However, while in dim light or darkness, which this entire place is unlit right now,
Mm-hmm.
it uses its bonus action, and you watch as it comes running at you. It suddenly, and it becomes invisible. You no longer see it. Those shadows kind of coalesce around it, and then,
Mm-hmm.
and it just disappears. So it is now just a straight roll.
Don't like that.
19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. 8 piercing damage, and I need you to
Okay.
make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh boy. 10.
You fall prone as it.
Yep.
And
Okay.
as it bites you, it reappears, knocking you to the ground. Okay, that is its turn. At the top of the round, Quidam, you hear.
It can make a con save
I can
at
make
the
a
end of its
con save.
turn.
Okay. Oh nope, only got a 7, so it's still blinded. Quidam, so at the top of the round, Quidam, you hear through the door in front of you a series of like feet landing on wood. Okay, what do you do, Imsh?
Okay. I would like to. How does standing up? Does it take all my movement or just half?
Half your movement.
Okay. I think. Oh boy. If I run away, it has a chance to knock me down again, I think. If I stand up and try to run. But I need to turn into a cat, and then so they can see me as a cat. Yeah, I gotta get out of here though first. So I think I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
Walk out of this room.
Okay. 15 feet.
Do I see Quidam? Is Quidam in the foyer?
You can hear just around the corner at the top of the stairs that you can hear somebody running. So you suspect Quidam's just around the corner.
I'm gonna, I guess, just like half close this door.
Okay. You
Or
can
I
do
guess-
that's a free action. You can close the door.
Okay.
Dish.
And I guess use my last 5 feet of movement to stand there and just press myself like into this kind of like alcove into the shadows.
Okay. Yeah, you used your action to disengage. Okay. So on your next turn, you could use your action to stealth if you wanted to.
Okay.
Because you're not a rogue. I have to
Yeah,
honor
yeah.
rogues.
Yeah,
they get that ability. So
that's fair. That's fair.
okay, Quidam, you're up.
I'm gonna head down the stairs.
Okay. I will move you to that map. You all are going to be on separate maps now.
Good luck.
Thanks. You too.
Let me see. Oh yeah, look, there you are. You're at the bottom of the stairs. Okay. So that we'll call that 30 feet of movement all the way down, I guess, like just to keep it simple. Is that cool with you?
Sure.
Okay.
Then I'm going to dash here.
Okay.
And bonus action cast Healing Word upon myself.
Okay. There you go. Give yourself a little bit of health. All right. Is that it for you, Quidam?
Yep.
All right. Next up is the Shadow Mastiff, which is going to run at the door, not knowing it's closed. So you hear Imsh a sudden against the door as it slams into the door. So that has 10 feet of movement. Let's see. Okay. You hear scrambling of feet on the wood, and then sliding around the corner, and it kind of slams into the sidewall, and it keeps sniffing the air. It's now going to move its final 10 feet to there.
Thank goodness. Whew.
And it will. Yeah, I think well, okay, it'll use its bonus action. It does disappear. Disappears. It comes running down the hall. And it's gonna use... I mean, it would use its action to dash. So it would come running down the hall, and you suddenly feel something bump into you as it... So it seems to be right there next to you as it's trying to chase you. All right.
Okay.
Imsh,
Another con save.
another con save. Actually, before you go, Imsh, I also need to find out what the friends are doing. Wow, natural one. So it's still blind.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. You are gone. All right. Let me just... Now that these guys get to react at this round, get them into the order. Okay, so they're going last. All right. So, Imsh, you're up. You do hear down that hall, like where that door is, you hear a bunch of as individuals seem to be getting out of bed or something, like slamming into the wood and scrambling to start running down the hall.
Okay. Gotta disengage again.
Okay.
Get through this door.
Okay.
Shut. I need an action, and I can't get an action.
I know it's tough.
Yeah, I think. I'm thinking through this.
Yeah,
and
go.
Shut the door, and then they see a cat on the other side of the door. They'll be like, "How did the cat get through that door?" But I think that's the best that we're gonna be able to do. I'm gonna, I guess, shut the door and then run down the stairs.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead, move yourself.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Okay.
25.
Okay, so we'll say you get halfway down the stairs, starting to run down it. The door slams behind you. You can hear muffled voices now from the other coming through that door. Okay, Quidam, you're up now.
Okay. I am going to move 5 feet of movement to the front door. Would it be an action to listen at the door?
To do a perception check, yes. I guess you just want to quickly press your ear against,
Yeah, I will compromise on that. Yeah, to not use my action.
Okay, I guess what we can do here is use your passive, but maybe do at disadvantage, so it'd be like a -5 to your passive. How's that sound like for a
Sure. Yeah.
way to kind of put a number to this?
Well, that bumps it down to a 9.
A 9. Okay, so you press your ear against the door to quickly try to hear if you can notice anything. I mean, you definitely hear muffled voices upstairs. I'll give you that. And thumping on wood. Let's see if you hear anything.
I have none of that information. Just realized.
You actually do hear, as you press your ear up against the door, you hear a muffled shout coming from outside.
Okay.
Just like a something to that effect. It's, muffled through the wood. Can't make out what they're saying, but there's definitely activity outside. Not right outside the door, just somewhere out there.
Okay. I am going to use my action to stealth and slip out the front door.
Okay, go for it. Come on, Quidam, this is your moment.
My moment. It's a solid 4.
No!
Okay, so you carefully open the door. Do you leave it open as you go out?
No.
Okay.
Close it.
Close it. Okay, go ahead and move yourself out. And since you are stealthing, half speed to be slow.
Yeah, and actually I'm going to go this direction. So that was 5, 10, 15, so I can get there. And I am going to hide.
Yeah. Do your best. You push up against the wall. Okay. That is Quidam, that's your turn. It's now the doggy. The doggy is... I mean, it can't get through the door. So it spends its turn... Well, actually, what it can do... Is it that persistent? Yeah, I think it is. Just based on... Okay. It's gonna attempt to bust through the door.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, actually, that's good for you. For your kind of what you...
Yeah.
No.
I also just realized I
Got a
should have
9.
been having a lot more movement from Longstrider.
Oh, yeah, okay. Would that have changed any of your plans?
It would have made it so I wouldn't have had to disengage the second time.
Because would you have closed the door?
The second door? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Would you have done something different on your...
I would have
last
turned
turn?
into a cat.
Okay, so you got through, closed the door.
Yeah.
Turn into a cat. Yeah, that doesn't really change.
Yeah.
That doesn't really change
I'm
the
happy
narrative.
with just leaving where I am.
Okay.
Just with me having had
so
that
you're,
distraction.
yeah, we'll say movement-wise, you're still there on the stairs, but you've down into a cat, and you just hear the dog at the door right now, trying to get through, and it is now all of the guards who come swarming out of this room that were asleep. So let's see what they can do. Yeah, so with their movement and action to dash, Imsh, you see and hear more. You see two individuals come stumbling down the upper landing, frantically looking about. You are a cat right now, down on the stairs. I'll just have them do a quick little perception. Well, no, I won't give them that. So yeah, they're looking about. They use their movement in action to get out there. These two do start to come down the stairs, though, as the other two spill out onto the upper landing, looking out down into the foyer. So as you are, running down the stairs, you see this individual coming around the stairs and kind of jolt for a minute in surprise, seeing this little tuxedo cat running down the stairs away from them. That's what they do. The ones outside. Here we go, Quidam.
Can they get above 4?
So
Probably.
movement to move. So that's 30 feet to get.
I still need line of sight though, right?
Yeah. Well, so 30 feet to get to there. Let's do this first. So this one's gonna then just start moving in. And so that was 30 feet. Dash. I mean, yeah, they get to there because they're able to come running through and open the wrought iron gate as they come bursting through, and then immediately you see it's that woman,
It's
like
not Adelaide.
not
Not
Adelaide. Yeah.
Adelaide.
You see not Adelaide as she comes through the gate and immediately looks over and just sees you pressed up against the wall. Yeah, it's a human woman. She's very like militaristic as she comes marching through and then looks towards you. You can see she has like this very beautiful face, but has a lot of like pockmarks like all throughout the cheeks. But she just looks at you with kind of gray streaks through her tied up hair, and just kind of grins and pulls out a truncheon and points it towards you. But that's her movement and action. So
I genuinely do go.
she kind of, she's smiling already, and when you do that, she chuckles a little as she's getting ready to march towards you. Okay, Imsh.
I would like to, again, disengage.
Yep.
And then actually like run through their legs a little bit to like make it confusing which direction I came from. Like maybe I came from the door somehow.
Okay.
So just do a little like
yeah. Why don't
couple...
you do I'll give this one to you. You don't have to use your action. But do like a deception or like performance or something like that.
I can do deception.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling great tonight. Just 11.
Okay, well here I'll let them, as they're trying to track you through this. I'll have them do a perception check. No, they rolled a 3, so they're trying to track you as you're, and then you disengage and
Where did I come from? Where did I go from? Are you sure that the dog didn't just chase me out of there? Who knows?
Who knows? It could help. But with your movement, you have 40 feet of movement.
40 plus long strider, so 50 total.
50 total. My goodness. Okay, so I will say, to keep it consistent with Quidam, you were about halfway down the stairs, so 15 feet to get to the bottom. So this is 15 feet here, and then you have your remainder of your movement.
15. So I have 25 left. Is that? I can do math. No, I have 35 left.
Oh, you can get right up to the door. You do see the door is closed, but you can get right up to the door.
I will get up to the door and yowl.
Okay, so you go running through the foyer. You hear
noise.
all the guards behind you shouting, the dog barking, and you do kind of hear a muffled voice through the door, but you can't make out what they say.
And maybe Quidam hears a yowling cat?
I guess so. Quidam, you suddenly hear, because it is your turn, you suddenly hear a through the door.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to this woman.
Oh wow.
Say, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, and reach out and cast Vampiric Touch.
Whoa!
Okay, I guess we're murdering.
Natural 20.
Oh my god! Okay, double all your dice.
Okay.
Holy shit! Wow, yeah, that just went full.
Okay.
Okay. 4 plus 1 plus 6 is 11. So that's 22 damage.
Oh my
Do I add
god.
anything to that?
Wow.
She takes 22 damage and I heal 11 points.
Holy shit. So these guards are a bit tougher than normal guards. So it does not kill her, but she that beautiful face of hers just goes gaunt as she and like
I'm so sorry.
starts to moan in pain and kind of crumple under her own weight.
I will like support her down.
Okay, so that was your action, Quidam, or anything else?
Yow, meow. Meow.
Disarming is an action, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay. I can't. She's seen my face. I can't.
You're wearing a mask.
No, I'm not.
Wait. We specifically had
Well,
masks.
you put on the knitted
You
mask.
have a mask.
Oh, I thought you had a mask too.
I followed your directions, which was don't look like myself, so I put my hair up and put on bright clothes.
Oh. Okay.
I am gonna swing around here
Okay.
and pull her back out the gate to lock there.
Okay. So how much movement did you use though? 5, 10,
Well-
and then it would be 30.
It was
You
5,
could get her like one.
15,
You can get her a little
25.
one space out.
I'm also realizing that she is conscious still and so could fight me, so I might need to grapple first.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. So
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that. Yeah.
I'll just swing around there.
Okay. Is that it for you, Quidam?
Yeah.
Okay, the Mastiff is going to continue to boom against the door. Nope. Okay.
Did you do a con save at the end of their last turn?
Oh, the Mastiff. Here we go.
Yeah.
Nope, that's another 10, so
Right.
is still blind. It's now all the guards. So you hear all the guards upstairs, the ones that were on the stairs, Imsh. You hear one of them shout, shit, a cat! It went back that way! And you see them all go running back the hallway they just came out of. So they're not coming down the stairs.
Oh, that's nice.
From your little rope-a-dope that you did up there. You confused them. So I'll give you that as they go running down the hall to try to catch them. Well, I'm not gonna say all of them would do that. They're not total unprofessionals. We'll say 2 of them. 2 of them go running down the hall. The other 2, the other 2 are just gonna go down the stairs. So they will come down. Okay. One of them's gonna go let the dog out. So that one is opening the door and like trying to like wrangle the dog to get the dog calmed down. So then this one is going to come downstairs to you, Imsh.
Okay. And so they have line of sight on me.
They
so I
will have line of sight on you.
That's.
But you bought yourself a round of people not being down there, just this one guard. So we'll say 15 feet of movement to get down. They see you, the little cat there, yowling, and they go, ah, it's down here! And they're gonna move. I mean, sorry, Olive. You know,
fine.
they would dash, to get up
Yeah.
to you. They can't
We're
grab
all
you
good.
yet, but they're trying. They're running, down low, like hunched over, trying to grab the cat. Okay. So that was that one. This woman is going to just scream out. So now, Imsh, you hear a woman scream on the other side of the door, and she's just gonna whip around and try to clock you in the face, Kadam, with her.
That seems like a reasonable response.
With her club. She gets to make 2 attacks. 20 to hit. So you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as she across the face. And she screams out, "There's someone here!" Through the door. Okay. Imsh, you are up.
You said she had 2 attacks?
Yep. The first one was an 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I think that is there like any kind of like alcove or something in the staircase that if I disengaged and ran back up it, I could like hide in there for a second? Just to like not have line of sight on me for a single round.
Oh, from this individual.
From,
well,
I guess like if they were like running, like if I could like duck in and then have them like run past me potentially.
I mean, here's the thing: is action economy. Like you'd have to make a stealth check, and that the other individuals upstairs are coming down.
Yeah. Okay. I can't take a hit because otherwise they'll know.
Yep.
What's up?
I mean, this guy doesn't have his club out. He's trying to grab you. And actually, when he hears the person scream outside, you see him almost immediately lose interest in the cat, looking up.
Oh.
And like, kind of a flash of, oh, there's something more going on. So.
Okay. Well, in that case, I would like to I think disengage and run behind run behind a suit of armor.
Okay. Yeah. So
or like are these tables?
Yeah.
Could I just like get out of reach underneath one of these tables? Like so if somebody else came down.
I mean it's a table, like a person could easily reach under and grab a cat.
Okay, cool. Behind one of these suits of armor then.
Okay. So you go dart over there and squeeze in behind the armor. This individual like wheels around trying to follow you and is kind of looking between you and the door. And we'll see what they do. Okay, Quidam, you are up.
I'm going to continue with Vampiric Touch, but first I'm going to bonus action cast Hex on her.
Okay.
She has disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay. And she doesn't get to make a save or anything, right? It just happens.
I don't do that because it's concentration, so is
Vampiric touch.
Vampiric touch.
Yeah.
And no, she wouldn't. It just happens. All right. 17.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Ooh. All right. That's 12 points necrotic damage. I regained 6.
And she dies. So as you grab onto her, I mean, Quidam, what does this look like?
I don't think I've ever cast this before. I think I am sucking the life out of her, so like dehydrating her almost.
Yeah. So as you grab onto her, you kind of see your hands, they almost like tense and become more gnarled than you would expect. And you see like almost these like strange ripples moving through your flesh, like as you feel this pulse, and you just watch her. She falls back.
I'm so sorry.
And she is dead.
And I'll run.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you run with your 30 feet of movement, you can run off the map. And we'll see what happens. Is that it for you, Quidam?
Yeah.
Okay. The dog. You...
Oh shit, the dog.
The dog is loose. And it's gonna come pushing past this individual who's trying to wrangle it. So you hear upstairs that kind of scraping of claws on wood as it goes running down the stairs. It has to use its full movement to get down, or its movement to get down the stairs. But it is
Still blind.
it's blind and invisible right now.
What a combination.
And I mean, at this point, like, you've been gone long enough. I am gonna, when it gets to the bottom of the stairs, it's going to use its action to, it stops and, which actually you don't even see it, Imsh, because it's still invisible. So all that's, you're just hearing this, like, in the dark. Let's see if it can try to find you. It does get advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
I still have the shadow thing.
You do. So this will just be like a automatic. Your passive stealth, I guess, would be 10 plus your dex. What's your dex?
-1.
What about as a cat?
Oh, right. +2 and then +4 stealth. So
you have a passive stealth of 14, I guess, if I'm playing it this way. I don't know. This is kind of weird. Plus the 10 was pass without a trace.
how does passive work? Is it your...
It's 10 plus. It's 10 plus your if you're proficient, you get to add that as well. So you would have a right now with pass without a trace. You have like a 24.
Yeah.
This is purely just like as soon as you move, it's gonna know where you are. I'm just doing this as like it's lost line of sight, line of smell, line of hearing.
I mean, it's blind.
It's blind, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't immediately clock you, but you know that as soon as you move, it's going to know where you are. But it's at the bottom of the stairs. You just hear this heavy, and it's now all the guards. This guard is going to
Another con save from the dog.
Thank you. Yes, natural 20. So its vision
That'll do it.
comes back. I think you are out of line of sight of it right now because you're pushed up into the corner behind the armor, but it does have its vision back.
Okay.
Okay, the guards. This one is, well, she comes through the back and it's gonna start way in. So she's coming through. This one looks up at the landing where you can hear all the commotion and
Open the door. Open the door, guys.
It's the male elf. He looks up. It looks like a male elf with this like short mohawk, and he looks up and shouts up at the ones above, "Get the cat!" And then turns and opens the door.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately sees his companion on the ground, slumped on the ground, and is going to run out. And does he slam the door behind him? Well, I think he sees his companion, runs out, gets down next to her, Yeah, and I think is going to try to help her, not knowing if she's dead or not. So you just see him run out and get down on his knees. The door is slightly ajar. All the other
baby.
all the other individuals up above. I just want to check to see how this one can get to the bottom of the stairs, and we'll say that the other two will be halfway down the stairs. So this one gets to the bottom of the stairs, but unfortunately bumps into the dog. Can't quite make it down. The other two...
That dog's a tripping hazard on stairs.
Yeah.
You kidding?
The other two are going to be about halfway down. So they're starting to push their way down. Let me just double check. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. So, yeah, okay. This one would have had a little bit of extra movement to dash and push past the dog to at least get to the bottom of the stairs. So,
Okay.
looking around, and I mean, they come down and look around, and they see you pressed up into the corner there, behind the
Not
armor.
for long, they don't.
Okay, Imsh.
Boom! I'm out.
Okay,
Yeah, let's go. So that's 35 there.
okay. You are next to the elf who is currently crouched next to his dead companion.
Okay, let's go another 15.
Okay. He is going to swing. Can he make a grapple to try to grab you instead of hit you? Because it's an attack roll, right? A grapple is a special attack. So yeah, he's gonna try to grab you. Seeing you go running out. My argument is,
Yeah,
this is a world where druids exist. It's not like people don't know about it.
It's true.
And there's all kinds of weird magic. So he's definitely
Yeah, you know what,
going to
then-
grab you.
You know what? Can
So-
I disengage? Is it too late then to get?
Yeah, I mean, you'll get 5 feet, but yeah.
Okay, and I think I have 5 more feet of movement.
Okay.
So just with my movement, God, that long strider, I
Yeah, that's
didn't
crazy.
think it would be useful. Yeah, let's just get around that corner.
Okay. So you go bolting out the door. This man tries to grab you as you go running past, but you're too quick. And Quidam, I mean, you're running.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go running into the streets. Imsh, you can just make out Quidam running around a corner, down some alley, through the streets. The Mastiff does get to go, though. This is the final little... we'll call this, if you can get away from this, Imsh,
Okay.
this will become something else. Okay.
A dog chasing a cat through the streets of Baldur's Gate. Let's
Yeah.
go.
All right, well, it does have to use its movement and dash, but it comes running out, no longer blinded. From the light from the lanterns out here in the street, it's weird. You see it like running between the shadows, and it's invisible, and then when it comes into light, it like reforms with those tendrils of shadow drifting off of it. And it dashes, comes right around the corner up next to you and starts snapping, trying to grab onto you as you're running away.
Yeah,
Imsh.
that's fair.
The guard as well is going to come around the corner and is going to try to reach down and just grab you by the scruff of the neck. So...
Oh, they actually get an attack on me. It's all over. It's all over.
Okay, you get to make contested strength or... you can either do athletics or acrobatics to try to escape this.
Okay, and as a cat, they got neither of those.
Okay, so either strength or dex.
That's just +2. And I have to beat an 8, it looks like.
Gotta be an 8. This guy...
11.
Yeah, he reaches down trying to grab you and is like, God, fuck, God damn it! Trying to grab you as the dog is barking, and he's like kind of trying to push the dog out of the way, which is trying to snap onto you. It's just a big mess.
My
But,
heart's beating so fast. Oh.
but the other guards, they all come spilling out.
But I got climb speed here. We're good.
But yeah, even this one with the movement and dash can only get to there. The other two, they have to use their movement to get to the bottom of the stairs, and then they can only get to like, yeah. So they're on their way out, but yeah, they're not going to be able to catch up. Yeah, I mean, she's Adelaide is able to get out to the front of the house.
Adelaide.
But actually, she comes out, kind of stops seeing this woman dead on the ground. Okay,
That's fair.
Imsh, you're up. You have all
Okay.
these individuals trying to grab you. The dog right behind you.
Yep.
It is chaos with a cat.
Taking the heavy use of disengage this fight. So
Yeah.
let's just do that one again.
Okay.
Is there a building? I have 10-foot climb speed.
So it's just, you can get off the map, and then we will gamify
I
this
think
a bit
I just
more.
like
Yeah.
what the camera sees is just like me like darting between their legs, like barely escaping the like grasping mouth of this shadow dog,
Yeah.
and then just like kind of like hopping up to on some like set of barrels, onto a windowsill, onto like a signpost above an inn, and then like up onto a rooftop and
Okay.
into the city.
Kind of want to.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, I'm just trying to decide, are these people smart enough that, like, as you go running up that building, and just as we see you get to the top of the building and start to run away, if one of the guards would try to shoot you, knowing that you could potentially be a human, but
They can.
I'm gonna do.
Try.
I'm
You
gonna
can make him roll for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an intelligence check for one of the guards, and we'll see if they're smart enough to think maybe that wasn't just a cat. Okay, I got a 15. I think. So yeah, I think this elf. Well, I mean, yeah, this guy's. He's not like a young elf. So yeah, he. As you go running up the side of this building and get to the top, so you're like out of engagement distance. You use your whole turn to get up there. Comes around to their turn, and as you're getting ready to dart off into the city, you see that elf pull out a crossbow and aim it up at you, and they're going to try to shoot you. It's a good miss. Here we
It
go.
probably won't.
I
got AC of 12 as a cat.
Okay, these thugs have pack tactics, so he does get advantage on this attack.
Wait, for ranged things even?
The thug has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the thug's allies is within 5 feet of the creature. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
So just a straight.
Can I have any
straight roll.
cover?
Sure. I'll give you half cover as you were darting over the lip of this building.
What, Claire? What?
You ask for a lot.
Yeah,
It's good.
I take up space.
I like it.
And
I
I'm
like
not
it.
going to apologize for that.
All right, here it comes. No, a 10. I think even the cat has a higher AC than 10. So that crossbow bolt ricochets off the edge of the building, and you go darting off into the night.
That was fair. That was fair.
Oof, that.
Okay. So as Quidam, you go running down the streets. Behind you, you hear the chaos, the dog barking, people shouting, and you go running off into the night, leaving behind this mess.
It was probably a burglary.
Technically, only one person saw you.
And she's dead.
She's dead.
Ain't no way to come back from being dead.
What's Quidam thinking as you go running off into the streets here?
Heart in my mouth. Sweating. And like physiologically feeling really good. I think I think vampiric touch does feel good
I just
for
realized.
the person on the receiving end.
Yeah.
Like I am awake and alert, and like my joints are lubricated. I'm running a little bit faster than I usually can,
Mhm.
and that makes me sick.
As you run off into the night with some small cat somewhere leaping from rooftop to rooftop, we just pull back and see the lone figure of Quidam running down these streets. And as we go further back, seeing more of Baldur's Gate sprawling out in the harbor and the mist rolling through the streets, we just hear the distant cries of other individuals screaming out in terror as other things are afoot this evening in the city of Baldur's Gate. And we're gonna end there tonight. I definitely want one more session of this arc,
Oh yeah.
but there's definitely a lot to unpack there. Hey, you got information.
We got information. Oh my
We-
goodness. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like what?
I mean, we got evidence that, what I suppose at best from the crew's perspective point of view, Rakath has like planted spies, or has like threatened a bunch of kingpins enough to like get a hold of all of their financial information, or he's been working for the Dead Three and done the same thing, or he's just like really trusted by Nine Fingers Keen and has a lot more information than seems like most of the other kingpins do.
I should have. Sorry, something just to clarify. I realized that the names. I guess you were the one who only saw the names, Imsh.
Yep. And
Okay.
they don't mean much to him. So this is gonna be
Okay.
comparing notes later. Like
Yeah, yeah.
as soon
So
as
we'll do this
Michigan,
later
like,
then,
Stopping and like
Okay.
writing down.
Because I
Yeah.
want to give you the specific names, because I realized I think I actually said some names in there that would not have been in that book. So I need to, because I know that Claire, I know that both of you pay attention to details.
Yes, we
sometimes-
both do.
Well, I know that Claire especially will pay attention to details that are like really. I'm like, it's always amazes me the details you catch. I'm like, whoa.
I love that you give me so many.
So when we do next session, if the two of you meet up again, I don't know if Imsh and Quidam will meet up. I hope so. Yeah.
I hope we find each other again.
Yeah. You both can compare notes, and yeah, I will give you the specific names, Imsh, because yeah, I was realizing as I was saying that I gave you some wrong names. So anyways,
This is Imsh's faulty memory. It's just
Yeah.
like I think it was like 9 toes dole. No, that wasn't quite right.
Awesome. Okay, well, hey, that was fun. That was like almost 100% successful heist.
Yeah,
And then of course,
actually.
of course.
And of course, but I think we have our cover story is mostly good, minus
I
one
think
body.
so.
I mean, there's one body.
Well, yeah, there's one body, and they know that there was someone,
Yeah.
but they
Outside.
didn't get, outside. They didn't get any identifying information.
Yeah.
Unless they have a cleric who can cast
Speak with dead.
dead.
What are the chances that a high-ranking guild official would have super useful
I
spell
know,
like that?
right? Or someone who's in the cult of the Dead 3.
Hmm.
Well, anyways, it's lovely playing tonight. And yeah, we'll see you all next week. Thank you for joining us tonight, and have a wonderful yeah. Oh yeah. Actually,
Okay.
I meant to say that at the top. I forgot. I was supposed to guest star on Nerd Botchery. Due to just a series of circumstances that's been kind of indefinitely delayed. Hopefully I'll be able to be on there someday, but for now it's just kind of on hold. That being said, part of the reason is they just started a new show. Definitely go check it out if you can on Gen Con TV. And yeah, they're doing great stuff over there. And hopefully one day one of us maybe will be on there. And we'll have one of their players on our show. So yeah. All right. Have a lovely evening. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.